Hi guys, I hope you're good since last video. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about last year, this year. Let's start with last year. From DevOps engineer to AI agent architect and product builder. Wasn't about learning tools, but more about system design, autonomy and leverage. What I did build and explore last year, AI agents and orchestration. So I went a little bit beyond the chatbot stuff, from long chain to long graph and custom agent frameworks, multi-agent coordination patterns, tool calling loops with bounded memory, structured output, schemas, JSON safe serialization, agent specialization, retrieval, analysis, PR, SRE automation. So I moved from using frameworks to rethink them actually. I got also the Rust topic as a strategic weapon. I didn't just learn Rust for fun. I use it where it matters for me. So Rust with Python via PyO3, Maturin, performance critical paths offloaded from Django. So using Rust, I used also Rust TUI with Ratatouille for Kubernetes cluster upgrade, streaming logs, state machine without panic and unwrap. So my early exploration of Rust first agent engines also. So this was career level decision, not a hobby. We got also the phase of Kubernetes flow. So Kubernetes, I've been going a little bit deeper into the concepts, more real, not a tutorial level. So KubeADM clusters, etcd backup and restore, C groups v2, resource limits, huge pages, storage classes, PV, PVCs, all the storage, and the binding edge cases, local registries like Harbor. Also used internal cluster tooling and admin workflows. So I crossed the line from the user to the operator of Kubernetes. My interest is also highly growing in system design. So I believe I've reached a kind of system design maturity, decoupled services, separating everything, stateless versus stateful boundaries, cost control and abuse prevention, offline first and GDPR aware architectures, so protected the data. That's why I use local LLMs, full control on the data flow, not sending everything everywhere. We've seen a lot of huge scandals happening last year because of that. Also in the system design maturity, I would say CLI first, automation first workflows. So I like work in the terminal. And I use a lot of AI to make those front-end frameworks. I mean the web UIs and everything. I have leveled up in system design, I believe. Product and brand work. So those are two different ones, because I have my own company, Checker Houses, and I'm working on this channel at the same time, Creditizens. So for Checker Houses, my business, I worked more on the branding. I went into the minimalism, environment and productivity. So not just products, but I was thinking more about the ecosystem. So clear separation between my brand identity, digital products, physical goods, AI-powered tools, because it has been a mess for a while. So I've reorganized everything last year. Creditizens technical creditability channel. I'm just here showing what I'm doing on the side, giving ideas, doing some experiments. AI, DevOps, Kubernetes, agents. I'm here more the person who actually builds this stuff locally, and explains it in the best way I can. You know how is AI going on online? There's a lot of virality around certain topics, so I wasn't chasing about that. I was just building more authority, showing what is important to know, to be aware of, the risks, and also how to decouple everything to have full control on AI workflows. So I used Gemini or ChatGPT, AI in general, but I'm more into ChatGPT as a designer partner, so not a code generator, a debugging accelerator to not stay 2 weeks in one problem, a thinking mirror for architecture decision. So I've been learning by talking about my architecture, very strong beliefs, getting the AI to correct me or to be with me, just to improve my knowledge around that. I use the AI also for documentation and explanation engine. So when I code any project, I use AI a lot to review the full code and create some documentation, strategic boards. What I have avoided to do is just to copy and paste the code. I would say here, if I want to do something like that, I will go full on Codex CLI and believe that it's competent. Or if you are using Anthropic, you will go full on Anthropic and use all the skills and the different tools, MCPs and so on. Otherwise, you need to not be just copy and pasting, you need to be actually understanding what's going on. And after, when you have full control, you can give some parts to the AI in a certain scope. So, not the full context. People are getting issues with context. Maybe they're asking too much. Otherwise, you need to use specialized tools like Codex, Gemini CLI, Anthropic. So I haven't used also AI for over automation without understanding. So in general, I want to just understand what I'm doing. So maybe this year, the AI is going to be improving and we will be able to actually just talk and get it to do the best and not have any security issues. I believe it can reach that level, but for the moment we still need to put everything under control. So in terms of career, I would say AI agent engineer, DevOps, platform engineer, or system builder, independent, remote first. So what I prefer is on-premise, local, privacy-aware AI, clean, minimal, and controllable stack. So that's how I position myself, ahead of the curve. I'm not chasing for any job title. The real outcome is that this year I didn't pass any certificates. So I don't see anything helpful about those certificates. I'm learning more by doing and fixing the different errors that I'm having and talking with the LLMs, the different AI, Gemini, or ChatGPT, but mostly ChatGPT. So I gained in architectural confidence, the tool discernment, my taste, so knowing what not to build also, because I've been just trying to build more and more, but at the end it becomes so complicated that I'm not going to the end of certain projects. I didn't show you those projects, but I've been building a lot of side projects that are overcomplicated. So simplicity is very important. And what I gained also is the ability to design systems others only talk about. That's the thing. So you've seen me using those different diagrams explaining you why I did which part of the application, how they're interacting, what's the experiment, what I'm trying here. So now we can talk about this year, 2026. What are the priorities here? Skills, maybe to deepen my AI agent, REST, DevOps, and system design, to just stay on the same path. Projects to finish and ship. I'm going to try to ship more projects to arrive to production. So I might go into the mobile applications so that you'll be able also to see those on different mobile stores and be able to test those and be helpful. Help me to improve. And in terms of career alignment, remote, overseas, independent if possible. After Creditizens, maybe in this channel I'm gonna maybe show you more what I do. That's why I talk more about my business, Chica Houses. How I'm gonna interact with GPTs. I'm gonna keep it private as much as I can. I'm gonna share publicly by making some different videos and use it for reflection and strategy. We are going to go from being a strong builder to visible and valuable products that I'm going to create. So in 2026, in terms of product creation, I'm going to stop maybe being interesting. I'm going to go into the becoming useful. I'll be maybe building some different code bundles, or maybe providing those as a digital product so that people can start having a guide, having the code already made, and even having the prompts, especially for Gemini or Codex, so that they can also use an AI agent. They already have a template and they'll be able to improve it to make this core code, this boilerplate core code functioning already, but going in the direction that they want it to go, or connecting it to their own flows. So I'll be creating nodes. I'm calling it nodes codes. So they are nodes that works. They can work by themselves, but you can also plug those to other nodes that you have in your system using those AI agents, which are going to help you to customize, to refactor small parts of the code just to create those connections. So AI agent starter pack, probably internal tooling, because when I use AI, that's what I do usually. If I need a boilerplate, there's a way that I'm going to talk to the AI to get it done properly. And I believe that people don't know how to do that. So I want to deliver that first application or little node that is already working perfectly and that you can connect to anything. So at this time, you can pick the nodes that you need and directly put them into your system. And I found this very useful, and that's what I want for myself. So I see myself as the persona of this product first, and I believe there are some professionals who are not want to spend time into creating all of those nodes, and if they have a place where they can pick those nodes, I'll be that person who have already set different nodes for them ready to be shipped. So this year I have some rules about what I'm not going to do also. So I'm not going to use any random framework. So you've seen that every week last year there were a new framework or something crazy, or you see new thumbnails coming from same creators. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. No chasing any trends. So I'm just not just gonna learn also for the learning's sake. That's why I want to put my knowledge into different types of products. And I'm not going to use any bloated architectures. I'm going to try to make everything more simple, because you don't need it to be that complicated. I feel like people are overcomplicating this to just make it look expensive. So I'm not going to play that game. I build AI agent systems on DevOps tools with a strong focus on design, reliability, and performance. My work sits at the intersection of AI orchestration, infrastructure, and REST Python engineering, with an emphasis on the clean architectures, local first execution, and automation that teams can actually run. So I explore how AI agents can support real operations, internal tools, SRE workflows, knowledge systems, and the decision automation. I mean, I don't know everything, but I'll be creating those little nodes that people will be able to use, I would have tested before, without unnecessary complexity or cloud lock-in. So it's good to be able to run it by yourself. Okay, so no more AI enthusiast, prompt engineer, full stack developer, or any buzzword. We're not experimenting anymore this year. I'm going to try to more engineer systems and ship those. So in terms of how I'm going to be packaging my offer, I'm still trying to figure it out. Architecture patterns, diagrams, checklists, maybe repo template, and probably some failure modes, because you've seen this channel, I've been showing you also when something is not working. So this is rare, but very valuable. So you might need just to know what to be careful of. So why you would be interested in that is because my own judgment is into that. My taste, that you already see what I'm doing. You already seen what I've done in the past, or you've seen some samples of it. So you'll get what not to do and failure modes. And most products don't actually talk about that. So this was just to talk more about me, my business on the channel, just for you to have an idea about it. I want to get your support on that for the 5% of the few hundred of followers that we have. Engage on the videos in order for the algorithm to pick up on the creation of the video. So especially when the video is released, it's those few hours after release is very important. So just get the bell notification in order to be able to interact with the video in a positive way. Hope that you liked this video. Let's build, let's push to production this year, and let's make those products available for everyone. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. See you next time.